Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and we're gonna get right into this tutorial. So today we're doing this colorful eye look. I already did one of my eyes, and we're basically gonna be replicating the same thing on the other eye. So I'm gonna start by setting my eyelids, and I'm using the Sasha buttercup powder, and I'm just gonna press that into my eyes. Then it's very important to prime, and I'm going to be using the NYX jumbo eye pencil in milk, and I'm going to use that as my base and also my primer, and I'm going to use that and go ahead and apply it for my colors to stand out a bit more and look more vibrant. So I wanted everything or most of the stuff used in this tutorial to be very inexpensive, so anyone could use these tips and some of these products also to create this look. So I'm going to be going in with my Santee palette. I got this from my beauty supply, and it was fairly inexpensive, and I'm going to be using the green in that palette, the money green, or the dark green I should say, and I'm going to be using that as my crease color, and I'm going to be blending that back and forth. Going back in with my Santee palette, and I'm using the black from that palette to deepen my crease area, and I'm using it on a Real Techniques blending brush, and I'm going to be placing it on the outer part of my lid, and I'm going to be blending that a little below my crease area. This is just to darken and give a more intense look to my outer eye area. Once I've completed that technique, I'm going to go back in with the same green from that Santee palette, and I'm going to be adding back some of the green to that same area. And I'm gonna go in with my Sasha palette, my face powder palette, and I'm gonna be using the third shade from that palette, and I'm gonna be setting my brow area. Also, that is going to be my brow highlight, since I'm not going for that whole glittery look onto the brow. I'm just gonna be taking that and adding that to my brow bone area. Once I'm satisfied with the blending, I'm going to be using the Ambrosia's Eye Fix in white, and I'm going to be using that on my lid. Be sure you guys to use a little of this product, since it is very creamy and a little goes a long way, and I'm using my fingertip to blend that out. be sure to blend it out because it can get a little bit creasy on you. So make sure to get that blended out. And I'm using the brush that I was using for the green shadow to blend out and also add a little color to the tip of that white base. So I'm going to go back right into my Santee palette, and I'm going to use the yellow from that palette, and I'm going to be patting that onto my lid and making sure not to swipe because I don't want to interrupt how the base is on my eye, and I don't want it to crease also. So I'm not going to be swiping, I'm going to be patting it into my lid. Now it's time to clean up. I'm going to be using a wet wipes, and I'm going to be cleaning out the extra primer that I've placed on my eyes. And I'm also going to be cleaning up to make my eyeshadow appear a little more sharp. I'm going to be cleaning up the outer part of my eyes also, and since the shadows, it carries a little bit of fallout, I'm going to be cleaning out on the both of my eyes because I really don't want, when I apply my foundation, it gets mixed up with the eyeshadow and it just interrupts the whole color of that. So yes, I'm going to be using a black eye pencil, and I'm going to be putting that in my waterline, and I'm going to be sure to just reinforce it on both eyes, making sure that it is as black as it gets. Now you guys, I've been really loving this Maybelline Miss Monger mascara. It is totally awesome. You guys, I continue to keep falling in and out of love with this mascara because once you don't use it correctly, it tends to have your eyelash with a whole clumpy look. So if that's your thing, you can go right ahead, but that's not my thing. So I'm gonna be applying glitter to the crease of my eyes, and since I have that folded lid, I'm gonna be applying the name is not on my tongue right now, but I'm gonna be listing that in the description bar below. But I'm gonna basically be using a eyelash glue, and I'm gonna be putting that above my crease, a little above my crease, because I have a folded lid and I really don't want my glitter to crease up every time I open and close my eyes. So I'm taking my time and I'm trying to move a little fast whilst taking my time, if that makes any sense, so I wouldn't make any mistakes to apply this glue to my eyelid right before I apply my glitter. And I will be using the Ambrosia glitter. This is not from the stack, but this is a single glitter in the silver, and I'm going to be using that with a very slim angle brush that I got from a set on eBay. If you guys are interested in that, just let me know in the comment section and I'll be sure to link that for you. And I'm going to be pressing the glitter onto the eyelash glue. So for everyone that has been asking me how I would apply glitter, this is my method. This is just what works for me. So if it doesn't work for you, you guys can just do what works for you. So I'm going to be going in with a flat shader brush, the same shader brush that I was using to apply my yellow. I just cleaned it off, and I'm going to be applying some black shadow to my lower lash line, also color correcting and blending that out. Since I'm almost finished with the eyes, I'm gonna leave the mascara to dry because I really don't want to smudge it up on my eyeshadow. So I'm gonna go into the face. And now, you guys, I promise you, if you are living in the tropics and you have oily combination skin, you are going to find this foundation to be bae. So it's the Revlon Photo Finish foundation. I'll list the shade that I'm in the description bar, and I'm going to be taking that and applying that all over my face. Now I know I can be a little appearing to be a little red, a little orange in applying this foundation, but trust you guys, it is gonna be coming together since I have been roaming in the sun a lot and my complexion on my face area has been looking a little dark. So yeah, and I kind of like my foundation a little darker than my actual skin tone, if that makes any sense. So I'm gonna go right ahead and press that into my face. Once I am satisfied with the blending, I'm gonna go right ahead into the highlighting part of this video, and I'm using the LA Girl Pro Conceal. I list the shade in the description bar below, and I'm gonna go right into the whole highlighting part of this video. And I'm using a wedge, and I damped it to blend out my concealer, and I'm taking that to all the high parts of my face that I want to bring forth. That's the reason for highlighting. And I'm going to be putting that under my eye, my nose bridge, my forehead, my cupid's bow, and on my chin. Once that is blended to my liking, I'm going to go and set that right after, because I don't want to leave it to cause it to crease. I'm going to go right ahead and set that with my Sasha buttercup powder and make sure I do a little bakey. So yeah. So I'm going to set the rest of my face, and I'm using my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Dark Deep, and I'm going to be setting the rest of my face, also sweeping away the powder that I used to bake with. I'm not baking for a long time today. So that's basically what you guys are going to be seeing me doing. Now, this is just what works for me. But if you guys want to change up the routine but use the same products, you can feel free to do so. But I usually take my skin tone powder and I usually go over my Sasha buttercup powder because I find it to be a little too bright sometimes, and it usually gives some type of flashback. For me, this is just me when I bake too long. So yeah, and I'm gonna be using my Beauty Treats palette blush. Why can't I speak today? I'm gonna be using my Beauty Treats blush palette. Yes, finally got that right. And I'm gonna be applying the pinkish blush to my cheeks. You guys, I totally love this palette. I love this palette so much, you guys, and the pigmentation on these products are absolutely gorgeous. So I'm gonna go right ahead and I'm gonna be contouring my nose, and also I'm gonna be blending that out. Now today we don't want that whole skinny dip nose, so we're gonna take our time with that, and we're gonna be chiseling out the chin whilst adding our bronzer. We're gonna leave that to bake a little bit longer than usual.
because we're going for that whole snatched look. Yes, so we're going to be leaving that a little longer to bake, and then I'm going to go in into the with my Nicka K bronzer. You guys, this bronzer is so expensive, and I had this bronzer like forever, and it has not lost its worth, not to me. So enough of that. I'm going to be using my MAC mineralized skin finish highlighter in gold deposit, and I'm going to be applying that to my cheekbone and my nose bridge and my cupid's bow, yada yada yada. You guys know how I do it. I like to stun a bitch from a distance. So I went in with the NYX pencil for my lips, and I'm going to be outlining my lips, and I'm going to be blotting back and forth. And also I'm going to be using the Milani lipstick. I'll be listing the shade in the description bar below. This lipstick is awesome, you guys. And whoever said that women of color can't wear nude, they lied to you. So I'm going to be using that, and I wasn't really feeling the whole matte look, so I went in right after with a MAC lip gloss. Also, shade will be listed in the description bar below, and I also placed that right where I place my Milani lipstick, and I kept blending that in, and that was it.